Today we're talking about a movie that had so much potential but, unfortunately, fell short in several areas. Yes, we're talking about Ridley Scott's 2012 sci-fi epic Prometheus. Now don't get me wrong, sometimes I will put this movie on just to admire the beautiful visuals, but it could have been so much more. So let's dive into the 7 reasons why Prometheus sucked. Number 1. Lack of a clear storyline. Prometheus was marketed as a prequel to the much-loved Alien franchise. However, its convoluted plot left many viewers confused. Instead of a focused narrative, we got a mishmash of philosophical musings and pseudoscientific jargon. The film seemed to bite off more than it could chew, juggling various themes from the origins of humanity to the nature of faith without ever fully exploring any of them. Number 2. Unanswered questions. Remember the mystery of the space jockey from the original Alien? Well, Prometheus promised to answer that and more, but instead it gave us even more questions. What was the black goo? What were the engineers' motives? Why did they want to destroy humanity? The film seemed more interested in setting up sequels than providing a satisfying standalone story. Reason number 3. Inconsistent character behavior. The characters in Prometheus often acted in ways that were inexplicably irrational. Take Milburn and Fifield, for instance. Despite being scientists, they make decisions that not only lack common sense, but also contradict their established character traits. It's hard to feel for characters when their actions are so inexplicably illogical. After wandering around the ship for most of the night, the pair soon end up back in the weird chamber with the giant head and oozing jars, and come face to face with the extremely phallic cobra tentacle creature. Instead of running the heck away, like they both did only a few scenes before, Milburn and Fifield inexplicably start trying to touch and interact with the creature, with predictably deadly results. Granted, Fifield was stoned at the time, but what was Milburn's excuse for acting like an idiot? Their buffoonery results in a zombified Fifield taking out a good number of the cargo bay's crew in a brutal rage later in the film. Not such a cute little alien now, eh? The rest of the so-called scientists are none the better. Rule number 1 of a $1 trillion mission to the other side of the galaxy: leave your helmets on. Just because you can breathe the air inside the engineer ship doesn't mean you should. Reason 4. Shallow character development. Aside from Michael Fassbender's excellent portrayal of the android David, most characters were underdeveloped and forgettable. Their motivations remained unclear, and their arcs were either non-existent or forced. We simply didn't get enough time or depth with them to care about their fate. Much of what the android David does in the film is also baffling. He either has some sinister agenda that he's been pre-programmed to carry out, or he's just a curious psychopath who wants to see what makes things tick. In truth, it's probably a bit of both. But how could he know what the effect of infecting Holloway would be? There is no possible way that the Lawrence of Arabia-loving android could have known that Holloway's post-infection intimate contact with Shaw would result in the most messed-up pregnancy ever. Number 5. Over-reliance on CGI. The original Alien was a masterclass in practical effects, building tension and horror with its physical xenomorph creature. But Prometheus opted for a heavy use of CGI, which, while visually impressive, often lacked the tangible dread that made the original so terrifying. Reason 6. The tone mismatch. Prometheus seemed to be caught in an identity crisis, unsure whether it wanted to be a thought-provoking sci-fi, a horror movie, or a thrilling actioner. The inconsistent tone made it difficult to immerse oneself in the world and narrative Scott was trying to present. And wrapping up our list, reason 7. Unfulfilled alien expectations. The Alien franchise is renowned for its atmospheric horror, unforgettable characters, and layered narratives. Prometheus, while technically a prequel, failed to capture the essence that made the original series so compelling. It left fans feeling unsatisfied as it didn't quite live up to the anticipation and hype. The Alien DNA was there, but it felt diluted, lacking the visceral impact and narrative depth of its predecessors. And there you have it, folks, the 7 reasons why Prometheus didn't quite hit the mark. But remember, film is subjective, and there are many who appreciate Prometheus for its ambitious themes and stunning visuals. It certainly gave us plenty to talk about. Let us know in the comments below if you agree with our points or if you think Prometheus is an underappreciated gem. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more movie deep dives. Until next time, Carter J. Burke signing out.
Oh my God. I've never seen anything like it. Doctor. What is it, Doctor?
I'm fine. Get the t-shirt. Halloween's coming up.
Do it. Do it, Anakin. He cut your hand, and you wanted revenge. Do it!